Hello rhinos, how are you all doing? What does low fat food mean to a type 2 diabetic? Are you a type 2 diabetic and you've been told you've got to go on a diet and you think to yourself, I've got to go on a low fat diet because surely that's what the doctors recommend? Then keep on watching and I'll inform you about what low fat means to a type 2 diabetic. If you're a type 2 diabetic looking to reverse your type 2 diabetes naturally, then Type Rhino is the channel for you. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, press that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos that we release on a Monday 6:30 UK time. So what does low fat mean to a type 2 diabetic? First of all, you need to understand a few things. The first thing is how we burn energy in our bodies. Okay, we burn energy in our bodies in two ways: through carbohydrates and fructose, which appears regularly in real food, things that grow and walk around. Okay, and we burn fat, which is also known as ketones, and our body can survive on both of those, burning energy both those ways. And during the 60s and 70s, when the low-fat diet was introduced, we used to eat a diet regularly of vegetables and meat, okay, and fruits, which all contain fats, carbohydrates and glucose. So a low-fat diet at that time was probably a good thing because we probably consumed more fats with what we were cooking with than we did with eating sucrose and fructose, which is man-made sugars. But in the 1950s, TV dinners was introduced to America, and they sort of came over to Europe in the 70s. And also places like McDonald's, KFC, and all fast food joints, they only sort of started becoming a thing around about that period of time. What you've got to understand about that food, to get that food on the shelf, it has to have a lot of preservatives in it so that it's in a suitable condition for us to eat. Now, those preservatives are mainly two sugar types, which is fructose and sucrose. Okay, now these are man-made refined sugars which our body doesn't process very, very well, and is the main cause of you getting type 2 diabetes. Now, when you go and look at a low-fat food, so for instance a low-fat yogurt for example, what you'll see is that the calories are very, very low. Okay, and you might think to yourself, well, that's fantastic because if I reduce my calories I'll lose weight. Okay, and to a certain extent there's a certain logic behind that. Okay, right, but unfortunately in this case it's a flawed logic, because if you look slightly further down on the ingredients, what you're going to see is a large amount of sugar. That's right, they might have taken out the fat, but what they've done is they've replaced it with sugar to make it taste nicer and to keep it preserved. And so that sugar in your body, as a type 2 diabetic, the insulin turns that into fat because your cells are not absorbing the energy from the food anymore, it's ignoring it. So in summary, low fat foods or foods that have light on them, these things are not very good for you as a type 2 diabetic due to the high amount of sugar content in the product. So my advice to you is stick to no added sugar or sugar-free, even better. But even better than that, just stick to natural foods that grow out of the ground that the earth provides for us, and you can't go wrong. I hope that was helpful for you. I'm going to stick another video up here about foods that you can eat freely as a type 2 diabetic, and another video here as well about how you can lower your A1C quickly, and another button for you to subscribe. Remember guys, you're not a number, you're a rhino. Now charge!